point is, I don't care what you were doing. I just need to know where you were doing it and who you might have crossed paths with so I can find out who carved up Mr. Gary.
Gary and I got a lead that one of the Fox River 8 was in town.
Which one?
Theodore Bagwell.
The man who did all those horrible things to those teenagers?
That's him. We were gonna bring him in for the reward money, but we couldn't get a handle on him. So Gary and I split up. We figured we didn't have a shot, but...
But what?
Well, after what happened, I'm starting to think maybe Gary ran into old Bagwell after all.
Right here in Tribune? You know, Brad, do you think you could answer some questions that might help us, track down Theodore Bagwell? I'd be indebted.
I'll do whatever I can to help you nail that son of a bitch. If we nail Bagwell, he might still have some of Gary's things on him, like his backpack, which has his personal stuff in it. I know his wife would love to have it.
If we find Bagwell, you can give it to her personally.
Thanks.
It's the least I can do, considering how you're helping me out. Though some of the guys on the force are concerned about...
What are they concerned about?
Oh, nothing. Well, some of them thought that you weren't being totally upfront about your head injury. I mean, to be fair, it does seem a little off that you didn't see the guy who hit you smack dab on the forehead.
You got me. Gary and me had a little dust-up over how to go about finding Bagwell. It got physical, and he hit me. The two of us, we fought like brothers. I didn't want to rat him out to the cops. After the fight, we split up. And then... Well, you know what happened to him. I just wish the hell we'd never fought, Maybe then he'd still be...
Brad, you can't blame yourself. Why don't we refocus our energy on finding the man who killed your friend?
That's what Roy would have wanted.
Brad, have you ever been to the Fauntleroy Hotel? It's about 15 minutes from here.
Never heard of it.
Well, that's strange. Because they found this receipt in Gary's hotel room. It's from your credit card.
I don't know how that got there.
I think you're being evasive. You should tell me the truth, Mr. Bellick.
What happened to Brad?
When we found the receipt, Brad, it was in Gary's hand, his finger pointing to your name. With his last ounce of strength, he told us you killed him.
Okay, listen. Gary and I found Bagwell in Hollander's house. We roughed him up until he told us where he'd hid the $5 million we knew he dug up in Utah. When we found the money, Gary double-crossed me. He hit me in the head and took the cash. I had nothing to do with Gary's death. You hear what I'm saying? I'm the victim here, not that son of a bitch. I want to know what the hell's going on. If you could have arrested me, you would have already done it. I'm out of here.
Not really an option for you, Mr. Bellick.
What do you got, a receipt? He left it in his pocket.
A fight? Big deal. I got 10 pals in Chicago tell you Gary and I threw down once a month.
You're right. Any of those things on their own, probably not enough. But when you add this,
What the hell's that?
you left a message for Mr. Gary.
You thieving son of a bitch. You better get down on your knees and pray to God that I don't find you. Because if I do, mark my words, I'm gonna gut you about a stern.
You want to hear it again? At this juncture, Brad, things go a whole lot easier for you if you admit to the crime.
Now you listen to me, you manipulative little bitch.
I did not kill Roy Gary. You understand what I'm telling you? Bagwell set me up. Get your hands off of me.
Bradley Bellick, you are under arrest for the first-degree murder of Roy William Gary. You have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and to have him present with you when being questioned. If you cannot hire a lawyer, the court will appoint one for you.